Alrighty, this is April, also known as Grandmama. Now I'm back. I didn't think I would be back, but I was asking the Lord, is there anything else before I stop doing this? And He said, yeah, tell him about the rape. I'm like, I'm not going to tell him about the rape. And then I remembered what He had told me like about 25 years ago because I used to be a part of a prison ministry. And He told me back then, tell him about the rape. And I said, no. Then I'm like, yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, okay, okay. So I was a member of this big church. And I was also a part of the prison ministry. Okay. So we would go out maybe once a month. I'm not real sure. I've forgotten. It's been maybe 30 years ago. Uh, Anyway, was a part of the women's prison ministry, meaning that I went out with the women. So my leader, she's deceased now. Anyway, it was we were ministering to the women, right? And God told me to tell them about the rape, which I adamantly did not want to do, but I went ahead and did it because I knew I would be in trouble, and more trouble if I didn't do it. So I decided to, I got the mic, and because I told the minister, I said, the Lord wants me to share something. So I shared with them about getting raped by this friend of the family. Just on a side note, most people that get raped, most children that get raped, are raped by people that they know or their family knows. It's rarely a total stranger. Maybe 10% of the time, but a lot of incest goes on in these households. So, anyway, uh, this friend of the family, he was in the same town I was in, and we knew each other. So I said, yeah, you can come over. But anyway, long story short, I ended up getting raped by this guy. And so I told the family members, and they said, oh no, don't tell anybody else because that will cause problems in the family. Okay, so I left it alone. Okay, I didn't say nothing about it. But in the meantime, back to the ministry. So I tell them that I was raped, and it was just almost overwhelming the response that we got when I told the women that I had been raped. It was like the whole audience got up and came to the altar. I've never seen nothing like it in my whole life. It's just I'll never forget it. When I told them that I had been raped, I don't think it was a dry eye in the place. Not one. And it looks like I remember saying, is anybody still sitting down? Everybody's up at the altar. And I distinctly remember one lady saying, she said, how do I tell my sister, my daughter, that she's my sister? How do I tell her that? How do I tell my daughter that she's my sister? So we had a great outpouring of the Spirit that day. It was awesome. There was weeping, wailing, and there was a mighty deliverance. A mighty deliverance. So I realized then the stuff I'm trying to hide, God wasn't with it. And He just said a few minutes ago when I asked Him, I said, okay, I'm getting ready to put this phone down. Is there anything else? And of course, He says, tell them about the rape. And I was on automatic because I don't just go around telling people that I got raped by a friend of the family. Uh, so here I am back on letting you know that. And then let me digress for just a bit. I was recently shopping, and when I was coming out of the store, it was a family coming into the store. Okay, and I heard the music playing. Excuse me. I heard the music playing, and as I got to my car, right before I got to my car, I saw this girl that looked like she might have been about 4 years old. And I guess she let her own self out of the car, jumped out of the car, spread eagle, and singing the WAP song. I was so hurt that this 4-year-old is singing the WAP, Cardi B WAP song. Oh, that just hurt my heart. It hurt me to know that this 4-year-old doesn't have a clue as to what she's singing. But I know more than likely she got some cousins that are older that knows very much what she's singing. And the mom is the one that's controlling the radio. So we're in a sad state of affairs. House of Israel. We're in a sad state of affairs. There's a high probability that that 4-year-old is going to get raped. And she might have already gotten raped since I saw her, since she's spreading eagle and singing about the WAP. God help us all. God help us all. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy on us, Lord. We've gotten too far away from you. And some of us don't even care. Lord have mercy. The 4-year-old girl singing the WAP song with her legs spread eagle.